Hey curious! Do you ever wonder what happened to our favorite Central Perk gang? Well, grab your coffee and get ready for a wild ride as we dive into the then and now of the cast of Friends. From iconic hairdos to hilarious misadventures, we'll uncover the secrets and surprises that time has thrown their way. So, without further ado, let's go! The owner of the hit song Smelly Cat, Phoebe Buffay, is eccentric and doesn't strive to fit in with anyone's standards. Despite having experienced some traumas in life, she is cheerful, generous, and mostly just wants to have fun. The character was portrayed by Kudrow, who continued acting after Friends and appeared in other comedy series such as The Comeback, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Gracie and Frank, and The Good Place. Her latest work was voicing Honey in the animated series Housebroken.
Okay, so repeat after me. Je m'appelle.
Pelle.
Great. Okay, faster. Je m'appelle.
Pelle.
Je m'appelle.
Me poo-poo.
How you doing? This seductive tactic of Joey Tribbiani, the charmer, seems foolproof. It doesn't take much more than a good pizza and Rosita to make him happy. Matt LeBlanc portrays the charismatic character who had a spin-off with 2 seasons shortly after Friends. Matt continued his career by appearing in several series, and his most recent work was in the role of Adam Burns in the CBS series Man with a Plan from 2016 to 2020.
Look, I studied karate for a long time. And there's a concept you should really be familiar with. It's what the Japanese call unagi.
Isn't that a kind of sushi?
Pivot, and please don't eat this guy's sandwich. Despite his flaws, the paleontologist Ross Geller is caring, intelligent and has a sarcastic sense of humor that rivals Chandler's. He is portrayed by David Schwimmer, who also voiced Melman in Madagascar, had a notable role in the acclaimed miniseries Band of Brothers, and had participated in many other movies and series since then. In 2023, he is playing the character Jerry Bernstein in the comedy series Intelligence.
Say, Rachel, I was wondering if you'd like to go to a movie with me sometime. As my lover. Too out there. Maybe you'd just like to get something to eat with me sometime. As my lover.
Gunther was the manager of the unforgettable Central Perk, where the 6 friends spent a significant part of the series, and he also had a platonic admiration for Rachel Green. After the end of Friends, James Michael Tyler appeared in series such as Jury Duty and Scrub, but unfortunately the actor passed away in 2021 at the age of 59 due to prostate cancer. The 7th protagonist of Friends left his mark, and we will always remember his golden hair lurking in the background of that coffee shop.
Janice? Janice?
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Maggie Wheeler played one of the most iconic and instantly recognizable characters, Janice, the queen of an unbearably irritating nasal laugh and who was a longtime girlfriend of Chandler Bing. After the show, most of Wheeler's roles were as a voice actress in animations like Barbie of Swan Lake from 2003 and The Addams Family from 2019. Her most recent role was in The Animation Archer as Trinette McGoon in 2022.
I wouldn't stand in the way of a true pianist.
Okay.
Before growing and shrinking like Ant-Man in Marvel, Paul Rudd played Mike Hannigan, the love interest and future husband of Phoebe, who lets his childish side shine through amidst Phoebe's craziness, like raising rat babies and changing their names to Princess Consuela and Crapbag. His most popular roles since Friends were in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Scott Lang, but in addition to these, Paul had outstanding roles in the movie The Perks of Being a Wallflower from 2012, and in the series Parks and Recreation from 2015.
Look at her.
My first grandchild.
What about Ben?
Well, of course, Ben. I meant my first granddaughter.
I'm just saying that Jack Geller is known for his inappropriate comments. Ross and Monica's father, Jack, was portrayed by Elliot Gould, an Oscar-nominated actor for his performance in Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice from 1969. Elliot is also famous for his roles as Ruben Tishkoff in the movies Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12 and Ocean's 13. His most recent role was as Legal Seagull in the Netflix series The Lincoln Lawyer in 2023.
Martha Ludwin's daughter is gonna call you. What's that curry taste?
Curry.
The sarcastic and mean-spirited Judy Geller loved to criticize her daughter Monica and treat her differently from Ross. Christina Pickles brings the character to life, and after Friends, the actress also appeared in series like How I Met Your Mother as Rita, and in Great News as Graham. One of her most notable roles since then was as Viz Brantley in the adventure comedy series Break a Hip, which earned her a remarkable 7th Emmy nomination for a superior performance in the show.
You'll find someone, I know you will. The right woman is just waiting for you.
It's easy for you to say you found one already.
All you need is a woman who likes men and you'll be set. Not her.
Carol was married to Ross Geller, but they divorced after Carol realized she was a lesbian and had an affair with Susan. Carol was initially portrayed by Anita Barone, but was later replaced by Jane Sibbett. In the last 13 years, Jane has traveled the world producing live events and documentaries about spirituality, energy, and healing with her dancing hands, but don't ask me more about it because I don't quite understand what this is about either. Her last role was in the movie List of a Lifetime, from 2021.
Hi, Ross.
Take the Emily.
Take thee, Rachel. Emily.
Rachel's boss's English niece, Emily, still divides fans' opinions. Some like her, some hate her. The fact is that her marriage with Ross starts to unravel when he accidentally says Rachel's name instead of Emily's during their vows. She is portrayed by Helen Baxendale, who has appeared in productions like the British sitcom Cuckoo as Lorna Thompson and the film Anonymous as in De Vere in 2011. Her most recent role was as Maggie in the series Knots Plus Crosses in 2022.
What? Don't tell me you dated Benjamin Hobart.
Yeah, for 3 years.
Oh my God. Have you ever been in a relationship with someone who hasn't won the Nobel Prize?
No.
The paleontology professor Charlie Wheeler had a brief involvement with Joey, then became Ross's girlfriend, but ultimately ended up not being with either of them. She was played by Aisha Tyler, and is one of the few black characters in Friends. After the show, Aisha appeared in popular series like 24 and CSI, and had notable roles in productions like Archer, and as Paget Brewster in the series Criminal Minds. Her latest work was in the Apple TV Plus series The Last Thing He Told Me from 2023.
They're every 4 minutes and last 55 seconds.
59 seconds. Quartz. Ha.
Swiss quartz. Ha-ha.
Susan Bunch is Carol's wife, and initially the relationship between her and Ross is not the best, as they both openly show their contempt for each other. She is played by Jessica Hecht, who has also appeared in other major productions such as Breaking Bad, The Boys and Succession. In 2023, she started a play in Broadway called Summer 1976, about unlikely friends whose relationship has the intensity of a love affair. Her latest TV role was in the series Tokyo Vice in 2022.
Yes! Yes, we got a baby boy! Yeah! Frank Jr. Jr.
How does he look? How does he look?
So gross!
Frank Buffay Jr. is Phoebe and Ursula Buffay's half-brother. Phoebe only discovers Frank's existence as an adult during her attempts to find her father. Frank Jr. is portrayed by Giovanni Ribisi, who appeared in films such as Ted in the role of Donnie, and in the Avatar franchise as Parker Selfridge. His most recent work is in the role of Dan Cogdell in Waco, The Aftermath, a drama series depicting the aftermath of the disastrous Waco standoff at the Branch Davidian compound.
course he's a real doctor. And he's handsome. And he's sweet, and I know you'd like him.
Well, that's wonderful.
Richard Burke, or Dr. Richard, is a handsome ophthalmologist and a longtime friend of Jack and Judy Geller, who is 21 years older than Monica. The character is portrayed by the beloved actor from Magnum, Tom Selleck, a familiar face in the television industry, especially in police dramas. Selleck starred in the crime drama film franchise Jesse Stone from 2006 to 2015. His most recent role is as Frank Reagan in the CBS popular crime drama Blue Bloods.
These are for you. Welcome to our country.
Thank you. I'm from New York.
Julie was Ross's last crush before he started dating Rachel for the first time. She was a paleontologist and met Ross in college. However, it was only when Julie was in charge of a dig in China that Ross participated in that they started dating. The character was portrayed by Lauren Tom, who after Friends, embarked on many voiceover projects, lending her voice to characters in Max Steel, Scooby-Doo, Kim Possible, Teen Titans Go, Rick and Morty, Futurama, and many other well-known cartoons.
All right, we'll just have a seat there. So what's your name?
Tag Jones.
Uh-huh, go on.
That's it. That's my whole name.
That's your whole name. Okay, of course it is.
Tag Jones is an attractive 24-year-old whom Rachel hires as her assistant at Ralph Lauren Corporation, and they eventually become a couple as the episodes progress. He was portrayed by Eddie Cahill, who continued his acting career with new TV appearances over the years. Among the series, he was in Dawson's Creek as Max Winter, in CSI and New York as Don Flack, and in the ABC drama series Conviction as Connor Wallace. His latest role was as Chief Paul Gallagher in Blue Bloods.
Hi. Wait. You're a potato?
Well, I'm a spud.
And the antenna... Oh my God, you're Sputnik!
Yes!
Marry her.
The intelligent Mona was another one of Ross's crushes, and they started dating shortly after he found out that Rachel was pregnant. Mona was portrayed by actress and singer Bonnie Somerville, who after the end of the series appeared in productions such as Kashmir Mafia, The OC, NYPD Blue, and the acclaimed film A Star is Born. Somerville continues to act and perform as a singer in Los Angeles, and her latest TV work was in the series Blue Bloods. Yeah, I know, many of them were in Blue Bloods.
All right, maybe you don't have to smile. Let's try something else. Let's try looking sexy.
Okay.
When I was younger, I started using humor as a defense mechanism. That's Chandler Bing, the king of sarcasm, portrayed by Matthew Perry. The actor has been battling depression for years, and is not frequently seen in public. In 2022, he released his memoir, where he discusses the behind-the-scenes of Friends, his personal life, and his decades-long struggle with drugs and alcohol addiction. He stated to the press that he has been sober since May 2021.
5, 7, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
I know, Courtney Cox played the competitive, obsessive-compulsive about cleanliness, Monica Geller, the big mom of the group. After the show, Courtney has remained active in the entertainment industry, both in front of and behind the camera, in productions like Cougar Town, from 2009 to 2015, the drama Dirt from 2007, and especially in the film franchise, Scream, as Gail Weathers. Apart from her acting career, Courtney is also the owner of the company Home Court, which develops beauty products for the home.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a trifle. It's got all of these layers. First, there's a layer of ladyfingers, then a layer of jam, then custard, which I made from scratch. Then raspberries, more ladyfingers, then beef sauteed with peas and onions, and then a little bit more custard.
After leaving her fiancé at the altar, the spoiled Rachel Green learned to navigate life differently and changed her lifestyle by working as a waitress at Central Perk. Rachel is portrayed by the star Jennifer Aniston, who became the most famous name from Friends after the series ended. She has had notable roles in comedies such as Horrible Bosses and We're the Millers, as well as in dramas like the 2014 film Cake. Her most recent work was in the Apple TV Plus drama series The Morning Show as Alex Levy. Well, if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane with our favorite Central Perk crew, don't forget to show some love by smashing that like button and subscribing to our channel. And also drop a comment below with your all-time favorite Friends episode, share your most memorable quote from the series, or just let us know if you found in your lifetime Friends as good as the ones in the show. See you in the next video. Over and out.